Get your jumpers, shirts from 3Air London, Instagram on the screen. Use the discount code SEARCHY14 for 10% off.
Retaliation is a must, ain't no maybe ifs or buts. We took numerous trips around there, but lad, that's something I can't discuss. I don't wanna end up in cuffs.
Yo, SEARCHY14 back with another video. Today's no reaction. Instead, I asked on the community post, what stereotypes do you guys have about British people? So without any further ado, you actually did say quite a few, so let's get into this. So first off, we think Australia is hotter than it is. Now I've heard a few things about Australia. The outback area is very hot and you actually can't survive there. But now, like, on the whole, like, it just seems sunny, like very sunny. Like, obviously you just had your fire season, and that really did get out of hand. RIP to anyone that lost their life in that. But now otherwise, like, when I see it on TV, it doesn't look boiling hot. Like, we watch Neighbours, we watch Home and Away. Home and Away is on a beach, summer bay, so it is naturally it does look quite warm. Neighbours just looks normal. Like, Neighbours has a lot of parallels to our kind of weather.
Stop the cap.
Yeah. Anyway, someone said tea and crumpets. Now, I don't respect that. First of all, I don't respect that. Second of all, like, there's like, where I'm from, at least, just outside of London, no one here eats tea and crumpets. I'm sorry, no one does that. I don't know where this stereotype came from. Like, those British people, like, no, those people don't exist. Another one, violent football fans. Now, the team I support, Arsenal, we don't really have a reputation for being violent. Chelsea are racists, but otherwise, not all Chelsea fans. I've got a lot of good friends that are Chelsea fans, but like, hooligans is the term. We call them hooligans. Like, you got hooligan hefts, we got hooligan fans. Like, actual, like, that's where the term came from. Like, football hooligans, they will go to football matches for a fight. They'll watch the game, they'll celebrate goals and that, but primarily they will go there to, like, pick out a fight with opposition, like, fans and that. And they scare me. And that's clubs like Millwall, you'll get that. Premier League clubs have more class. You won't find that in the Premier League. But yeah, what is the difference between a black Irish accent and a black London accent? Black Irish accent makes me laugh. Like, it just seems like it shouldn't exist. It's a weird thing, like, because there's a difference between, like, white Irish and black Irish. Black Irish just, I don't even know, like, it's just weird. But black London, I don't really have that. I'm not from London, so I don't have the black London. Literally just listen to, like, AM and Skendo, a studio with fumes. Listen to the way they talk. That's that kind of black accent. White teens are wannabe drillers and dress like they're hard. It's called the year 8 phase. When you're in year 8, like, year 8 itself has its own culture. Like, that 1 year group. Year 7s, you're literally just primary school kids at secondary school. Year 8, you think, oh, I'm no longer at primary, I'm at secondary, I'm a big boy now, blah blah blah. Start listening to new music. I started listening to grime. I think drill was year 9. I got into drill in year 9, so yeah. But yeah, year 8's like, you'll get the white boys with a perm, so their hair's all frizzy, wearing like Nike stuff. Nothing wrong with Nike, but it's like, I don't know, like 95, certain brands that are, certain items, clothing items that you would normally associate with, like, black adults, you only really see that in year 8, white boys. And when you do see it, you're like, you know it's a year 8. Like, if you're from Britain, like, you'll understand what I mean. Like, when you see a year 8, you know it's a year 8. Or like certain profile pictures, certain bios on Instagram, like money motivated, but the only money you're seeing is birthday money. Those kind of people are in year 8. So whoever said white teens are wannabe drillers, not all white teens, because I think by the time you get to year 10, like, everyone becomes their own person. Apparently you lot think we're skinny. I'm not skinny. I mean, I go to gym, but even before gym, I wouldn't say I was skinny. I've always been a bit, like, more like built. But now, even the average guy here, they're not skinny. I don't know where that stereotype came from. A lot of racism, that's very, very true. There is an awful lot of racism. In fact, my mum today was victim of a racist, it's not even incidents, just like the general feeling when someone's acting like in a racist way, like when they're treating you different because you're black. It happens a lot. And I was talking to a very nice Muslim lady midweek on Thursday, and I said to her, like, something that I've been thinking a long time. It's really sad, like, people, this country that I'm from, I'm very lucky because I was born here, but my mum wasn't born here. So my mum worked very hard to get me here and then raise me up here, raise my sister up here. But a lot of people aspire to come here. So my mum aspired to come here. And then when they get here, there's racism. Like, people spend their entire life working so hard, working long hours, making loads of sacrifices to come to the UK. 2 weeks in, and they're being called all sorts of names under the sun, racist abuse, getting looked at funny ways. It's sad. So yeah, there is an awful lot of racism here, whether the government media want you to know or not. Because I know every country tries to brand itself, like marketize itself as if it's like the place to be. And for the UK, that seems to work. Everyone thinks this is the place to be, but nah, like, it's fun. But when the racism happens, which is a lot, not to me, I've never really been, okay, so I have a couple times, and it's sad when you look back. It is actually sad. It does happen a lot. It's happened to me a couple times, and I didn't really know what to do, because there's not enough people to talk to who understand. There's not enough black people in power that you can go to and say, yo, this just happened, and they'll understand. Because when something racist happens to a black person, you tell a white adult in authority, like, if they're racist as well, then what's the point? So, but yeah, there is a lot of racism, to answer your question. There's a stabbing every minute. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of true. I don't really want to speak too much on that, because I'm not involved in any street business. I have been threatened with a knife before, to be fair. It has happened. I was chased with someone who had the knife. He didn't brandish it out whilst he was chasing me. But yeah, my sister and I, once we were running home. No, we were walking home, and then yeah, we were like walking up a hill, and then these two boys started appearing at the other side of the hill. A couple steps after I clocked who it was, then I started walking a bit quicker, and then I turned into the gate. Then when I got to the gate, there's a gate here, there's a door here. I sprinted to the door. This was like 4 years ago now. It was a while ago. 3 years ago. It was a while. I was in like year 9 at the time. Sprinted to the door, and then like shut the door, turn around, they're banging on the door, like saying, let me in. I'm like, fam, why the hell would I let you in when you just chased me? Like, you stupid, you dumb in the head. Got inside, look on his Snap story, and he's like, oh, don't play with knives, kid. And he had a cut on his hand, like he cut himself with a knife. And then I'm like, oh, you're so stupid. I popped up saying like, lol. And then he said, oh, you're lucky, that's Billy's knife, he was going to use it on you. So like, and at that time, where I was living, there was nowhere near London. So like, I don't know why people here love playing with knives. I think Gordon Ramsay's had too much of an influence on this country, because everyone seems to want to be a chef all of a sudden. Makes no sense, but every minute isn't even an exaggeration. If you watch 8 Puncher, if you watch Scarcity Studios, every day they're reporting on a new crime where someone's been killed with a knife or a gun. Do we actually like the Queen? What's her purpose? I'm not gonna lie, my mum told me that my generation really couldn't care less. In fact, when Harry and Meghan got married, as much respect as I have for that couple, I'm not gonna lie, the FA Cup was on at the same time that I was trying to watch that instead. I ran out of space on my card, but yeah, nah, just the royal family, like, they don't do that much, so no one my age really cares. Like, we don't dislike them, but we don't like them. Anyway, bad teeth. Apparently people here have bad teeth. It's the ones that smoke, like crackheads. Any crackhead you meet, any country will have bad teeth, bad health, bad fitness, badness. They're just not serious. Nah, but on the whole, like, our teeth are calm. Like, a lot of people have braces, but then a lot of people in other countries have braces. So not really. Like, just people my age, like school children. But then when they get to my age, I'm 17. When you get 17, very few people still have braces. So now I wouldn't say we have bad teeth. That's not really true. I don't know where you got that stereotype from. And the last one: do you guys know how to fight with fists? Yes, we do. I've never really had to have like a proper fight. Like, I had a couple when I was younger, but it wasn't serious. Like, if that was one to happen now, then yeah, cool. But now, like, I'd never use a weapon. At least I don't need a weapon. There's no point. Like I said, there's literally no point going gym, getting big if you're gonna back out a knife when a problem arises. But now I've never really had to like have a fight or anything. But now, if it happened, then yeah, cool. Like, I reckon I'd hold my own, and I know a lot of people that would hold their own. Martin, I know a lot of serious people that you won't be able to touch in a fight, so and that's just my friends. And I know some people on the road, like Burner for example, if it happened, I'm sure he would be able to. TG Million as well. There's a lot of big people in London, but yeah, it does happen. Sav O and Sav 12, so Sav O from 10-11, Sav 12 from 12 was formerly, now he's like most wanted or most hated, I don't get. And the point is, yeah, they had a fight once, and I think Sav 12 won. So it's rare though. So like, if people don't have it on them, then they will have to fight. And like, they're not just gonna walk past you and like give you a push. If you're an up, you're an up. So like, you'll hold it whether they've got something with them or not. But it's rare that that happens. So But nah, I'm sure they do know how to fight. And in jail as well, like PS said when he was in jail, he said, ask people in the can, I'm good with my hands. Because know that I'm about it. So when they need to use their hands, they can. Like PS can fight. So yeah, anyway, that's all I really have to say. That's all the questions that you ask, stereotypes that you have. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them confuse me. Part 2, if this gets 100 likes, no, 102 likes for part 2. If you want to see a part 2, like, comment below if you want to see a part 2. Shout out to Daniel, shout out to Sefa the Jaffa, shout out to The One, shout out to Ruthless Co. But I've been Sachi14. Get your Fier, not fire, Fier, London, jumpers and tops. Website on the screen now. Discount code Sachi14 for 10% off. I've been Sachi14. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again soon.